Southern section this week. I'm Claudette Montana.
And I'm Connor Morissette. We're here at Sierra Canyon High School, where earlier I spoke with head football coach John Ellinghouse for this week's Coaches Corner segment. Before that, Claudette caught up with Cameron Brandt, star senior defensive lineman, our student athlete of the week. Outside of the Sierra Canyon content, we have a bunch more. Modern Day versus St. John Bosco High School football highlights, some boys water polo highlights, ton to get to today.
A jam-packed show. Can't wait to kick things off. But first, here's some Week 7 high school football highlights from the Southern section, courtesy of our friends over at Bally Sports.
Lilo Mayalva. Samanza, quick play fake inside. There's pressure. A lot of turf in front of him. He's going to tuck it and run. Can he get a block? Get to the outside. Touchdown. Run for number 3, the senior quarterback, Jaden Samanza.
Offensive coordinator Steve Alone. There was some early movement. Flag doesn't go up. Clarkson in a bit of trouble, and down he goes. Back at the 35-yard line. RJ Beniaganofo with a sack.
Did you absolutely killed that guy's last name. Nice job.
Jason Steele in the middle at 6'4", 290. And Bachmeyer tried to go to Chapman, but he finds room in the middle and takes it in for another rushing touchdown for Bear Bachmeyer. This one.
Trying to get to 24-0 is Elijah Brown Davison, and this one is over, and he's going to run for the back-breaking score.
Bear quarterback draw, plenty of room. Touchdown, Bear Bachmeyer. His 5th rushing touchdown of the evening.
High school sports are one of the things that make living in California so great.
But sometimes the behavior in the stands can overshadow our achievements on the field.
I love it when my parents show up for me.
But being booed for missing a play could be crushing.
And remember that refs are people too.
They're trying their best to call a fair and correct game.
Hey, and enough with all the swearing.
No one should feel insulted or ashamed
Because of their race, ethnicity, or gender.
We should be able to hold our heads high after the match, win or lose.
All right, Modern Day 17-7 win over St. John Bosco last week was arguably one of the most exciting high school football games we've seen this season. Connor was there on Friday, was able to shoot some highlights from the game. Let's roll them.
This person.
life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Okay, we're here with McKinley Randolph at Sierra Canyon Basketball Media Day. McKinley, you're off of a state championship, and in the offseason you made Team USA basketball. How good's your life right now? You're living pretty good.
Yeah, life is good. I'm just really excited for this season and really grateful for all of my opportunities over the summer.
What have you worked on to get better in the offseason?
Off-season, I've really been working on creating my own jumper and hitting my three-point sights and just being able to shoot and create my own shot off the dribble.
What's it like? I know there are so many great players here, but how fun is it to play with Juju every day?
It's fun. That's my best friend. It's just we make each other better every day.
What are your goals for the season?
Goals is definitely another ring and potentially, definitely another CIF. Trying to get a CIF ring. So just more rings and more dubs all year.
You guys play a national schedule, so it's a lot of home games here, but traveling all across the country. How fun is that?
That's really fun. Just being able to be with your teammates, and this is Drew's last year, so just being able to spend as much time with them and all my other teammates just is so fun and exciting to be going all these different places.
What's your relationship like with Coach Kamaki?
Coach Kamaki, she's my best friend, my mentor, my teacher. Literally, she's there for everything.
This year, you mentioned how you've improved. How do you want to improve as a leader?
As a leader, I just want to make all my teammates better and just so we can become the best team there is, and everyone wants to beat us, and I just want my team to know that I have their back and they have my backs, and we could just play off of each other.
Are there some teams you're most excited to play this year? Maybe you never want to look ahead, but Etowanda comes to mind?
Etowanda and La Jolla, those were our biggest games last year, and I feel like they're going to be our biggest games this year.
Yeah, Coach Kamaki mentioned how you guys bring back so much talent, but so does every other team. How fun is that when you have heated games with some people and they're going to come back and play them again? That must be fun.
It's just it's really fun because it's we playing all these girls and then we know all these girls, so it's just we're all friends, but then once we're on the court we're competitors, so it's just it's fun being able to play against them because it's you don't want to play trash teams and just win. You want to play good teams and compete and play the best basketball there is.
Do you have any update on college recruitment right now, and any update there?
No, I don't have any updates. Yeah.
Last thing, so you come from a basketball family. How much has that helped you?
It really helps. My mom and dad are really supportive, and they try and help as much as they can.
McKinley, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, joining me now is our student athlete of the week, Cam Brandt. He's a senior here at Sierra Canyon High School. As I mentioned, it's your final season here. What has been your favorite part about being a student athlete at this school?
My favorite part of being a student athlete at this school is really just the camaraderie, being with my guys every day. We always push each other to be great on the field and outside of the field, just in the classroom. I feel like this is a culture where if you need help with anything, we're always going to make sure you're good. We're going to take you under our wing. That's our role as the older guys. We're just going to make sure that you're doing your part and we're all thriving as a whole.
Do you feel like you've stepped into that leadership role being an older guy on the team this season?
Yeah, most definitely. Last year was my first year here, so I feel like I was more just trying to looking up to the other guys, and they served as great role models for me. So guys like Caden Harmon, Zeke O'Leary, Jake Heroes, all of them, they helped me. So in my senior year, I wanted to make sure I did my best for the younger guys coming in. So yeah.
So it's your guys' first season playing in the Mission League this year. How has it been going up against some of the best talent in the state of California?
It's been really good. I love it, honestly. It's showing us that we can compete as a team, that we're here, we're coming, and we're just not going to hold back, pretty much.
Has there been a team that sticks out in your mind as a team that's been really competitive, or maybe a game that you enjoyed the most?
Probably, well, I'm kind of biased as a D-line standpoint. This past game against Alamany, I feel like they were the best O-linemen we've played, those guys like Rhino and Ciale. I really like going against them. So I feel like that was a gritty game, just in the trench aspect.
How do you feel like your coach here is helping you prepare for the next level? And I know that you're committed to Stanford, which is incredible.
He's helping us a lot. He's keeping making sure we're driven and we're focused. He's really giving us like that feel of what it'd be like in college. He's holding us accountable and building us up as grown men and showing us what we would expect at the higher level.
We got to talk about David Shaw. He's been there forever. What excites you the most about the opportunity to learn under him? A legendary coach.
What excites me the most is just he's seasoned. He knows what he's been doing. He knows the formula to be a great team. So I feel like once we just put it all together, it's just going to be a great team, and I can't wait to be a part of his system and his coaching staff.
All right, so I got to ask you a couple student-athlete questions because you are a student-athlete of the week. How do you balance your academics and your athletics, especially being a 4.1 student? I'm going to say it a couple of times. This is so impressive.
So pretty much at our school we have like free periods, so I make sure to take advantage of those free periods as much as I can, get in with teachers or take that extra help or just getting extra homework done because that takes the load off from when I get home after practice and not having to do as much work as I should. And just time management, really, making sure you balance your schedule well and all that other stuff.
You have a favorite subject in school?
My favorite subject actually right now is probably English, which is kind of like thrown off for me because like when I was younger I didn't really like English as much, but I feel like the teachers here have grown on me and like I really like working with English. Yeah.
You're the first football player that said that. Most guys that we've talked to have said math. Is math on the radar for you? Yeah. It wasn't for me.
It's funny because like I like math as well because when I go to college I want to major in mechanical engineering, so that's what I want to. That's like the main field I'm going to be working in as well. But yeah, I do like math as well.
So is the goal post-college the NFL?
Yes, for me that's always been a goal. And I'm always like, I know that's a real goal, but it's also like NFL is not for long. It's like a 1% type thing, so I always want to make sure I have that backup that I can lean on, which is another reason why I chose Stanford as well, because I feel like even if you get an education from Stanford, it's going to open a lot of doors for you into a lot of different business fields and stuff like that.
Time now for Coach's Corner. I'm with John Ellinghouse, the head football coach here at Sierra Canyon. Coach, really exciting finish coming up for you guys in the Mission League. I want to start with the Mission League question. New league for your team, step up in competition. How fun has that been competing in this league this season?
It's been great. You know, we got a ton of respect for this league. We always have, and you know, it's one of those things where there's good football teams week in and week out. They just keep running at you, and you know, we've I think in some ways proven we can play. You know, obviously a tight loss to Bishop Amat in double overtime, and then beating Alamany last week. But you know, we've got some really great challenges ahead of us here in the next three weeks here.
You've had an up and down season. What have you learned as a head coach this year?
You know, I've done this job long enough to know that there's obviously you always want to win. We've done a lot of winning around here, but there's successes in different things. You know, and this team, you know, it was really a really odd year as far as a mixture of youth, right, and inexperience, and then even our old guys were inexperienced, right. We've got a lot of guys from different places that are new here, and so we've been really proud of the way this team has just kind of settled in, kept working hard. I think we always believed that we could be a really good football team, and we also knew that you know, we were doing things in the beginning of the season that you just can't do to win football games. So we've been working tirelessly to get over that, and you know, hey, I'm proud of the way our team has been playing lately.
1-1 in the league. To get an automatic qualifier, probably have to finish it, or definitely have to finish in the top 3, but even if you don't, still a good chance to make the playoffs. So Sarah, Chaminade, and then Notre Dame. What's the key to pick up 2 or even 3 wins against really quality competition to end the season?
You know, I think that we got to do what we've been doing, right? We've got to, you know, continue to play good, sound football. We got to take care of the football, and those 3 teams you mentioned, we got a ton of respect for, and you know, I also think that we got a good shot against them.
Coming up this week against Sarah, Roderick Pleasant has excelled as a kickoff returner, such a great defensive back too. I don't think coaches plan on kicking to him, but he always finds a way to receive those kicks, and he's taken a few to the house. What's your game plan to try to slow him down this week?
Yeah, ton of respect for that kid. He's a great football player and one of the fastest kids I've seen on tape. I can imagine he's even faster in person. But, yeah, I mean, obviously you try to avoid a way kicking to him. Some situations you have to, which some of the teams we've seen have had to do that. But, you know, we're we got a game plan for them, and we're excited about what we're going to do.
Looking at your squad, who are two guys who you think have done a really good job this year and you want to highlight on the show?
You know, a kid I've been super impressed with this year is Ruben Gamboa on defense. Just kind of the rock and the heart and soul of what we do defensively. Type of kid that we want around this place. A guy that solid tackler, great in space, and kind of the leader of what we're doing. He's really been special. And then on offense, I would say Dane Dunn. He's been a guy that as a sophomore here, he's really come onto the scene and done a great job at running back for us. So really proud of both those kids. I'm proud of all the kids, but highlighting two of them, those would be two that popped to my mind.
This has been your practice field for the last few years, but this year you're finally able to play games in the home stadium. What's that been like to have a home this year? How exciting is that?
It's been really exciting. For a while there, we couldn't win here, so we were talking about ripping it up and destroying it. But no, it's beautiful. We got, I think, one of the nicest surfaces I've ever been on, in a brand new field here, and a great stadium behind us. And it's just nice not have to pack the U-Haul every week. And I think we've had a great student section. Our kids have come out, which wasn't always the case. And so it's really been nice to have a little home field advantage and get some kids screaming behind the home visitor bench and that sort of stuff. So it's been really special. It's a beautiful setting here, and I can't imagine a better place to play football.
We'll get you out of here with this. So two things. First, what is this, 17 years, 18 years here at Sierra Canyon?
Yeah, I'm finishing my 16th.
Okay, 16th year, so I jumped the gun a little bit. Out of all those years, you started as an 8-man program. Might be a loaded one here. What's been your favorite memory of coaching here at Sierra Canyon?
I would say probably the CIF championship against Corona Del Mar, double overtime when we went for 2, and obviously solidified a spot in the state championship, and we went on that year to win a state title. But hey, we've done some really special things. Here we've won 5 CIF championships, 2 state titles, and we've got big plans, and we're continuing to keep working. And I think this program's going the right way.
I agree, and hey, this year you're definitely going to be in it, looks like, so could add to that trophy haul as well. John, thanks so much.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for being here.
That's all from Sierra Canyon. Claudette, grade A work this week. Great job.
Thank you so much, Connor. You as well. We'll see you all next week.